are you going to do, Craig?
Shirley, she has some valuable information for you. It may help.
Did Shirley say what this information was?
No.
Where is Shirley?
In her room.
What's the trouble, Miss McMillan?
Oh, it was horrible.
What?
A terrible hand clutched my throat.
Where'd it go?
Out the window.
Out the window. What's the matter with you? Well, Bushaw! Well, what do you mean by doing this to me? I'll show you. Come on here with me. You come on here with me. Just go, I tell you. This is an outrage. Well, you pay me for this. How dare you do that to me?
Here, just a minute. What's the trouble here? What's the matter, Walter?
I found him on the grounds, and he was acting in a very suspicious manner.
Why, Louie, what's the trouble?
Oh, I came to see you, and this man here insulted me. Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I made a mistake.
Mrs. Geronda heard loud voices, and she's very much upset.
I guess we'd better go to your mother.
Just tell your mother that there's nothing to worry about.
I shall.
Hurry back, Jameson.
Why did you come back tonight?
I have something of great importance to tell you.
Surely you could have waited until tomorrow.
No. Tomorrow would be too late. I must tell you tonight. Listen. Kennedy has a knife belonging to me. And he suspects me of murder. And as long as he has that knife, I'm in danger.
Where is the knife?
It must be at Kennedy's laboratory.
Well, what do you want me to do?
Under some pretext, I want you to go to Kennedy's laboratory and get that knife if possible. Will you do it?
Yes. I'll do my best.
I'm very sorry, Mr. Bouchard, to have caused you any inconvenience.
Quite all right, sir.
By the way, Miss McMillan, those papers you intended to show me, will you bring them with you and call at my laboratory tomorrow?
Certainly.
Thank you. Good night, Mr. Bouchard.
Good night.
Good night.
Night, Miss McMillan.
Good night. Good night.
Good night.
What luck. Look at this knife carefully. The one that Kennedy has is identical.
Jenkins, I'm going out and I'm expecting a caller. Tell the lady to wait. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Very well, sir.
I have an appointment with Mr. Kennedy.
Mr. Kennedy is out. He will be back any minute. Wait here, please.
Thank you.
How do you do, Miss McMillan?
How do you do?
I'm sorry to have kept you waiting. I had some business to attend to.
Oh, that's perfectly all right. I just arrived.
Did you bring the papers?
Yes, I did. They're right over here.
Thank you, Miss McMillan. I should like to impress upon you, if I may, that any document or any object you may find might be of great value.
I'll remember, Mr. Kennedy.
I'm awfully sorry about that little affair last night. By the way, Miss McMillan, may I ask how long you have known Mr. Bouchard?
Oh, for quite some time. I'm sure you will find everything there, Mr. Kennedy.
Thank you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Oh, hello, Shirley. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Oh, sort of cold in here. Say, Craig, did she get the knife?
Yes, the knife, but not the one knife I expected her to take.
No?
Now, look here. I want you to follow her and don't lose sight of her.
Just as good as done, boy.
Good afternoon. Will you please inform your master, Mr. Bouchard, that Mr. Duval is here and would like to see him?
Won't you come in?
Thank you.
You'll kindly have a chair. I will inform Mr. Bouchard.
Thank you.
Monsieur Duval. I am very happy to see you, sir.
My dear Bouchard, I see you have a very valuable collection of knives.
Oh, my collection is very small, but I am very proud of it.
You're entirely too modest.
Hello, Gaston.
Hello. And how's my Shirley?
Oh, splendid. Thank you, Louis.
Did you get it?
Yes.
Fine.
Come here, will you please, dear? I want you to meet Monsieur Duval, also a knife collector. Miss Macmillan, Monsieur Duval.
How do you do?
How do you do?
And now, to business.
Monsieur Bouchard, I do hope you shall not be disappointed, as I have brought only one knife from my collection. But it is a very valuable one, as you can see.
It can't be possible.
What can't be possible, Louis?
That knife. Well, I thought I had the only one of that pattern in existence. Wait, monsieur, I will show you mine. That is my knife. There's only one knife like this in the whole world.
Yes, Bouchard, you are quite right. It is your knife. And it may interest you to know that the man who last handled this knife is a murderer. Just a minute, please, Miss McMillan.
Mr. Kennedy!
What is the meaning of this?
Now, if you'll just calm yourself, I'll explain.
Do you mean to accuse me of murder?
You have admitted that the knife is yours.
But he didn't kill anyone. I'm sure of that.
I'm afraid you're a very poor advocate for Bouchard. Didn't you steal a knife from my laboratory?
Yes, I did. But I did it for Louis' sake. The disgrace would have killed his mother, even if he were only under suspicion.
It is true, monsieur. What do you know about the knife, Gaston?
I was playing cards. I lost. Then I borrowed with a knife as security.
I want you to tell me who gave you the money for the knife.
The man I played cards with. He first took my money, then the knife.
Would you recognize this man if you saw him again?
Why, yes, sir. I will never forget him.
Where did you play cards with him?
At the Harbor Hotel.
Well, of course, you would like to make amends to Monsieur Boucher, would you not?
Why, yes, sir.
Then you'll come with me to the Harbor Hotel and do exactly as I tell you. Now, for the time being, we'll let matters rest. Come, Gaston. Did he go in?
Yes.
Say, that guy works for the knife collectors downstairs. He wants to see you.
Hasn't he lost enough already?
Where you going?
That Easy Mark is downstairs looking for me. I guess he wants a game.
I just saw him down the street talking to a couple of guys. They look like cops to me.
Cops, huh?
Yeah.
Say, that fellow downstairs is getting nervous. Tell him to meet me over in the hallway of 506. I'll be right over. I'll take care of him.
Well, did you see him?
Yes. I am to meet him in front of 506.
I see. Now remember, don't you forget our signal. The minute he comes out, you light the cigarette.
Very well.
Don't go, Joe. It might be a frame-up.
Oh, I know what I'm doing.
I guess you do.
You gave the signal, Carlos. Where is he? Carlos, where is he? He's dead, Craig. Call an ambulance.
All right.
I'll look this place over.
See that all my orders are carried out. What a surprise, Mr. Kennedy, for both of us. Now that you're here, I have another surprise. Pleasant for me, and very unpleasant for you.
You don't think I came here without protection, do you?
Let them come. They can have what's left of you, Craig Kennedy. What a surprise, Mr. Kennedy, for both of us. Now that you're here, I have another surprise. Pleasant for me, and very unpleasant for you.
You don't think I came here without protection, do you?
Let them come. They can have what's left of you, Craig Kennedy.
Jameson! Craig, what were those shots? They were meant for me. A clutching hand again. But my bulletproof vest saved me. Do you recognize that incense? That's the same that Hammock used in the colonnade.
You're right. I've had a hunch all the time that they were mixed up in this business.
Miss McMillan, I want this visit to remain a secret.
Just as you say, Mr. Denton.
Let's be frank. As Dr. Geronda's secretary, I believe you know more about the gold formula than anyone else, outside of Dr. Geronda.
Why, Mr. Denton, you don't mean that
Not only for the company, but for personal reasons. I would like to see that gold formula recovered. I guess you understand?
I was employed personally by Dr. Geronda. And if I knew anything about the gold formula, I would turn it over to Mrs. Geronda.
But, Miss McMillan, you don't understand.
I think I do, perfectly.
Yes?
Mr. Gaunt to see you, sir.
Have him come in. Have a chair, Mr. Gaunt.
Thanks.
Of course, you know I sent for you.
Yes.
I demand that you remove Craig Kennedy from the Geronda case.
And, what are your reasons, Denton?
I personally object to having my private business pried into.
Well, you know, the government is very much interested in this gold formula. And until it's found, and Dr. Geronda is proven dead or alive, Kennedy stays on the case. If that's all you have to talk about, good day, sir.
Miss Dillon.
Yes.
Get the Harbor Hotel on the phone.
Now, when Mrs. Geronda...
Oh, Mr. Kennedy.
Hello, Hammy. Of course, you know Dr. Neblett.
Oh, yes, I have heard of him, but I've never had the pleasure of meeting him. A great man and a great philosopher.
Then you would like to meet him?
Why, yes, of course.
Well, Dr. Neblett, in that case, may attend Mrs. Gironda's Thursday afternoon session.
Yes, I'd be delighted.
Well, thank you. I'll notify Mrs. Gironda. Thank you. Then I shall see you on Thursday.
Very well, Thursday.
Bye.
Wait a minute. Wait for me.
Well, it's all cold.
What's cold?
This racket. Kennedy's wise to us. Come in.
Hi, Blackie. What's the racket?
Why, haven't you made some mistake?
Mistake nothing. Your name is Blackie Humphreys. What's the game now in this outfit?
I've never seen you before.
Can it? You and I were cellmates that last stretch in the big house.
All right, Harvey. You win. We've been working on the queen of this castle. She's got a fortune in jewels, but now the jig's up.
What do you mean the jig's up?
Kennedy's going to spring a Dr. Neblett on us. Our Thursday afternoon session.
Well, what of it?
Oh, he's going to make us show our hand. I think this Neblett guy's a cop. And just when we were all set to have Mrs. Gironda take the steps of the jewels so we could grab her diamonds and make a getaway, this thing has to happen.
You can beat Kennedy to it.
I've got it. Let's move the date up to Wednesday. Then you impersonate Dr. Neblett, and we'll get a chance to grab the jewels and make a getaway. What do you say?
Okay, that suits me.
Swell.
You tell the lady about the change in date.
All right.
So number 6 is a traitor, eh?
He's going to impersonate Dr. Neblett. They're going to get Mrs. Gironda's jewels and split 3 ways.
We'll see about that. You get O'Hara and Wilson. Use plan A-B and report to me for further orders. So he's going to double-cross me and get the jewels, eh?
Oh, Verna.
How do you do, Mr. Ron?
Hello. Any news about Father?
Nothing definite, I regret to say.
I'm sorry to have kept you waiting.
I'll forgive you this time.
Well, we better be on our way.
Goodbye, Jameson. Goodbye, Miss Gironda.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Craig. See you later.
Oh, Jenkins. Any developments?
Yes, sir. A message recorded on the visitone over the Gironda hookup.
While Miss Gironda was here?
Oh, no, sir. Sometime before that.
Thank you, Jenkins.
Hammock to see you, madam.
Show him in, Wickham.
Yes, madam.
We'll continue this later.
Yes, Nicky. Oh, Hammock.
Mr. Kennedy found that Dr. Neblett could not be present on Thursday afternoon and asked if we could advance the meeting to Wednesday.
Why, certainly.
Unfortunately, Mr. Kennedy cannot be present. But after all, Dr. Neblett is the important guest.
Yes. I'm very anxious to meet Dr. Neblett.
He was delighted to learn that we are to have the ceremony of the jewels.
Really?
Yes, it is so impressive.
Yes, it is.
Very well. Then I shall inform Mr. Kennedy.
Thank you, Hammock.
Good afternoon.
That's the costume I want, that white one.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Come again.
All right, boys, let's put him in the car.
When Joe Mitchell comes in, Steve, tell him I want to see him.
He's upstairs now.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Well, I'm telling you, that's the way it goes.
Hello, Joe.
Hello.
Got a little job I want you to pull for me Wednesday afternoon.
I can't Wednesday. I've got a date I can't break.
Yeah? Well, I'll get someone else.
I'll be seeing you.
Mrs. Gironda left strict orders not to be disturbed. She's preparing for the ceremony of the jewels to take place in the colonnade.
Very well, Wickham. Don't disturb her.
Very good, sir.
Come along, Walter. Come on, Sullivan. Go ahead, Sullivan. We'll keep you covered. Come on. Come on.
Come on, let's beat it.
All right, gentlemen. It's all over. You two men are under arrest. Hand over those jewels. Hand them over.